What's up, people? J-Long here, and I'm going to be reviewing the entire series of Dragon Ball. I'm doing this to honor the death of my friend. Dragon Ball was his series. He loved the series. We saw Battle of the Gods together when it was in theaters, and he recently passed away. He was hit by a car. The man was texting and driving. It's just a shame that this good guy, he was just an all-around good guy. He was a fan of Goku, and he's the closest thing I've ever met to Goku. Just a good guy, good-spirited, never did anything to harm him. He was just an all-around great guy, and he'll be missed. And I'm gonna honor him through this. Well, the first chapter starts off with our hero Goku. He's a strange little monkey boy. He's hunting for food. He's got a huge tail. It's pretty strange when you see a little boy with its tail, but he's hunting for wood. He's hunting for food, and when he's hunting for that big fish, he takes off his pants and you see his dick. That was a little weird, especially when I first read this as a kid. I was kind of shocked to see Goku's wiener, but it's only for 5 panels, so it's okay. It just kind of stood out. So he's hunting for food, and then it cuts to this girl named Bulma. She's driving a car, and she's got this radar. She's looking for something. So when she's driving, she almost hits Goku with her car. So Goku's like, what the fuck? He thinks the car is a monster because Goku is ignorant to technology. He's ignorant to civilization because he's been living in the woods for his entire life. For the 12 years he's been alive, he is only familiar with what he's seen in the woods. So he picks the car up, throws it, and that displays his crazy strength. This little looking kid is pretty freaking strong. I was shocked to see that. So then Bulma comes out, pops out of the car, and she shoots Goku in the head. Nothing. Goku withstands a bullet in the head. He just says ow like it was a mosquito bite. That shows us that Goku is like he's on some other level. We don't know what he is, but he's not human. That's for sure. So Bulma pops out of the car. She explains, "Hey, I'm a human," and he's like, "Hey, you don't look like the humans I've seen," because she's a female. He's never seen a female. The only other human he has seen is his deceased grandfather Gohan. And they start exchanging in dialogue. Goku tells her, "Hey, my grandpa told me about females. I gotta be nice to them. That's what he told me to do." So he starts acting nice to her, but at first he's a little weirded out by her. He's like examining her because he's never seen one before. I find that very interesting. I love Goku's ignorance. It's hysterical. I actually laughed at some points in this manga. And they proceed to Goku's house, and Bulma finds what she's looking for, a 4-star Dragon Ball. This Dragon Ball was given to Goku, well, it was left behind by his grandfather. This is probably the only thing he has in memory of his grandfather. He talks to his ball as if it was his grandfather. Like when he goes out to hunt or when he goes out to do whatever, he says, "Grandpa, I'm going out to do this." This is the only thing he has left of his grandfather. And Bulma comes in and she just wants to take it. Goku's like, "Hey, why do you want to take it?" So Bulma explains the purpose of the Dragon Balls. The Dragon Balls are 7 magical balls that if you gather them together and say a specific chant, Shenlong the dragon comes out and grants you a wish. So Goku's not giving the ball to her, so she decides, "Hey, I could just recruit this kid. You come get the balls with me." So they do that. They leave Goku's house. They drive off. Bulma decides to take a piss, and then she gets swooped up by a pterodactyl. Goku springs into action. He shows his staff that extends. Bops the dinosaur. The chapter ends there. He saves Bulma, and all in all, this chapter was perfect. It set up the characters, Goku and Bulma, which will be a mainstay. Both of them will be mainstays in the series. It sets up just the feeling of adventure. It sets up the universe, the creatures, just the architecture. I love the design of the cars. I love the design of the characters. It's very simple, yet effective. It's the Disney of manga. It's classic. I love the art. Very well drawn, pretty detailed. The character designs are fantastic. They're not very cliched with anime. They're pretty original, very original actually. And The chapter was also pretty humorous. Like I said, Goku's ignorance is pretty funny. I found myself laughing to that a lot. And another part when Bulma explains to Goku, hey, the Dragon Balls, or she just explains the story, and then when she calls them the Dragon Balls, Goku's like, Dragon Balls? So does that mean a dragon got his? Like, he says something along those lines, insinuating that a dragon got castrated, but that's obviously not the case. I just found that funny. And, the humor is there, the sense of adventure is there, the innocence is there with Goku's character. I just really loved this chapter. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because it sets the universe and it sets the tone of the story. Alright, now that I'm done with the review, I'm gonna talk a little bit about my history with Dragon Ball. I started with anime. First one I've ever seen was Pokemon. I didn't know it was an anime. Had it on VHS. Then I saw Dragon Ball Z on Cartoon Network, just like everyone else. And then I used to go to a kung fu school for after school period. Like that was the program I was a part of after school. So every Wednesday they'll take us to the library, which is in the same shopping plaza, and they had manga there. They had Dragon Ball. So I believe the first volume I read was either this volume or volume 3. And I saw Goku's wiener as a kid. I'm like, what? But it was weird. It was a pretty cool experience seeing it done in manga form. This is the first time I've ever found out about manga, because I found out what manga was before I found out what anime was. And I've never seen the Dragon Ball anime as a kid, so that's why I'm choosing manga, because that's what I'm familiar with. That's what I read as a kid. So that's my brief history with Dragon Ball. It's a shame. Again, it's a shame that my friend died. I'm really depressed about that. But I'm gonna finish this review series for him, hopefully. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace.